morning, friends, and welcome to your virtual art class. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and got out and did some fun things. I went and did some apple picking, and I'm so excited for apple season because I love to bake all things with apples. Anyway, today we are going to do a really fun project and get started on something that's a little complicated, but I think you are going to be able to handle it. Anyway, before we get started, let's say our mantra so we can get ourselves focused and ready to be creative. All right, here we go. I am an artist. I create with my hands. I create with my heart. I create with my head. I can create anything. All right, so here we go. Before we get started, I need to get ready. And we are going to be creating some portraits. Excuse me. Yes, Marcel. What's that? Well, Marcel, this is my mask. It helps me keep myself safe, and it helps keeps my friends safe during this time. Huh. Well, what do you got it on for? Well, today, Marcel, we are going to be creating a self-portrait with our mask on. And it's going to look a little bit like this, although mine isn't colored yet, and we'll get to that in a minute. Huh. Well, looks cool. Where's my mask? Well, Marcel, I have one for you right here. We can get that on, and we can keep you safe and our friends. So, on that note, let's get busy and get started. Are you ready? Yeah, ready. All right, here we go. So, in your art pack, you had some paper that looked like this. It was folded, all right? And so that's what you're going to need, is this paper. You also had some paper that had not been folded. And it looked a little bit like that. And what I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to create this fold in case you'd like to make another mask portrait, maybe for your friends or someone in your family. And I'll show you how to do that. All right, so just a little preview of what it might look like. So this is the one I started to make for myself. I haven't colored it yet, which is something we will do next week. But when I open it, you can see here I have my bee mask on. When I open it, there I am, all right, with my smile. And down here, friends, we are going to create words that help describe us as a person, right? We're going to think of all the things that make us amazing. So this is what the beginning of your project is going to look like. Okay, so let's do the drawing together. Here is my paper, all right? You can see when I open it, all right, it looks a little bit like that. So you want to make sure that up here, where there isn't multiple sheets of paper, this is where the top of your head and stuff is going to go. This is where your mask is going to go. And then when you open it up, here you'll see the rest of your face and all the great things about you as a person. All right, so here we go. The first step is we're going to start by drawing our eyes. And we're going to just start on the side. And what we're going to do is we are going to draw a rainbow. So, a rainbow shape. So I start here. And remember, I've always said draw light until it's just right. And I'm going to draw dark on this so you can see it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, right where the top of this fold is. All right, I'm not drawing on that, and I'm going to draw my rainbow, just like that. And then I'm going to put a finger here, finger space. I'm going to draw my other rainbow. There's my other eye. And I'm going to close those shapes right in, just like that. So now they kind of look like a half circle. Remember, I just want to show you I'm not drawing on my fold. All right? Now I'm going to draw my iris. And that tells you the color of your eyes. It's another mini rainbow. And now I'm going to draw my pupil, which is the part that you see with. Pupil here, pupil here. Okay. I'm going to divide those so I can create a glimmer later on. I'm going to add some eyelashes. And some eyelashes over here. And now I'm going to create some eyebrows. And maybe you guys have noticed, but when you have a mask on, your eyebrows are one of the only things that allows people to see what kind of emotion you have. So you can think about how you're feeling, and you can draw what your eyebrows might be looking like. Just like that. Oh, I gotta curve that a little bit more. All right, good. So now there are my eyes and my eyebrows, and I'm ready to go. Notice I haven't drawn a nose. The nose is under your mask, so that will happen down here. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle of my face right there, and I'm going to make a little dot, and I'm going to create another big rainbow, and this is, friends, this is going to be my hairline. All right, so just like that. All right, so there's my hairline. There's another kind of rainbow shape. And now here you need to kind of figure out what the texture of your hair is. And the texture of your hair, you know, is the way it looks, the way it feels, if is it curly, all right? I'm not curly haired, but you can see on the one that I made before, I have kind of straight hair, all right? But I'm gonna show you maybe what it might look like if you have some curly hair. So I'm just going to make some big, almost like puffy clouds here. And I'm going to draw the top of my ear. All right. And I'm going to keep going over here, draw the top of my other ear. And here is my curly hair. All right. Just like that. Now I'm going to find the middle again. All right. I can kind of draw an imaginary line down here. And I am going to start drawing my mask and chin part of my face. So it looks just like that. I'm going to add 2 lines for my neck. I'm going to find the middle again, right here. And this is where my mask is going to happen. So I'm going to draw a curved line like this. I'm going to draw a curved line like that. And now I'm going to start decorating. All right. I can make some stripes if I wanted to. You can create anything you want to create for your mask design. That's kind of one of the fun things about wearing a mask, is that now there's like all these funky masks out there that you can wear, and it's the new accessory. All right, so there's my mask. Now I'm going to open. All right, now in the past when we've made big mouths, we've connected this, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we are going to create, I'm going to find the middle again, just like that. I'm going to create my chin here. And draw my line again. All right. So now here's my face. And now I need to make my expression or my smile. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create first actually, I'm going to make my nose, and I'm just going to make a little bump like that. And now I'm going to create my smile. And I'm going to have myself kind of smiling off to the side, kind of like that. I'll make little smile marks here. All right. And I'm going to make a tongue, which is like a flying bird here. All right. And then here come my teeth. Just like that. And I'll draw some lines in here to make my teeth. And now I'm ready to go. And here I'm going to create my neck. All right. So now in this space, I can also start creating my words and things that help describe me as a person. All right? So right down here, I'm going to start making all the words that are important to me. So I'm going to start by I'm going to start with the word funny, and I'm going to show you how you can make it into bubble letters if you'd like to do that. So I'm going to kind of space my letters out here, just like that. And now to make them into bubble letters, I'm just going to trace around those so you can make them more bubbly and thick. All right? Just like that. I'm making little roads or maps around my letters. And see how I'm connecting them? And you don't see some of the lines? Like that. And here's my Y. You don't have to make them all bubbly like that, but you can make some of them or all of them. It's all up to you. I'm going to maybe write silly. I like to be silly. Anyone that knows me knows that. I'm going to write helpful. So if you have questions about how to spell your words, make sure you ask your grown-up and they can give you a hand. And they can also help you think of some words if you can't think of anything. I'm going to write artistic, and that one I'm going to write in cursive. Artistic means, you know, I like to make things. And I'll keep going. And I'll also keep going and making these bubble letters. Now, the spaces in between are for you to kind of highlight those words, to maybe add some shapes and ideas that help define those words. Maybe I want to put a big heart here. Maybe I'm going to put a spiral here. And I'm just going to keep going so I can fill this whole space. And I'm going to put some of my friends the polka dots because I love polka dots. All right? So I'm just going to keep filling this whole space just like what I did here. Now, once you're all done with doing everything in pencil, take your Sharpie marker and just start outlining everything, all right? And that's going to make everything stand out even more. So I'm just going to go through and outline it with my Sharpie marker. And you see how here's my iris, and then here's my pupil, and I colored part of that in to help create that little glimmer that you have in your eye. So I use my Sharpie marker just so that I can get the things to stand out on my face. Sometimes I don't get all the pencil, and that is a-okay because I can always go back and erase it. Now I'm just going to keep going and outlining until I have everything just the way I want it. All right. So let's talk a little bit about different types of hairstyles that you can create for yourself. All right. So here I've made another portrait. All right. You could have some really spiky hair. All right. So you can draw some really spiky hair. And instead of drawing a nose that's like a little mountain like what we did, you can also draw it like the letter L. All right, so it looks kind of like a question mark. You can do a full-on grin, just like that. Okay, and friends, you know what's cool about this? Is that you could make one of these for your friend and you could mail it to them and you could draw what they look like, right? And you could create words that best describe them. So here's another way to draw mouth and hair and nose. And once again, down here, you are going to fill in all the special things about the person that you're creating. And I forgot to show you, we gotta finish the ears, right? So they're kind of like, they kind of look like a peanut, all right? Just like that. So think about the texture of your hair, what it could look like, all right? And all that stuff that makes you unique and different from other people. And I want to challenge you to find some words that are very meaningful to you, that best describe you. And those words, friends, as you may know, are adjectives. So we want to try to find some good adjectives that describe you. Maybe you're very musical, or maybe you, I know all of you are very, very smart. I know you're very kind. All of those words, those are the kinds of words that we're looking for when you are creating this area down here. Now, remember, we want all of that to be a surprise so that when we open, bam, we see it, all right? So the only thing you're gonna see here is you with your mask on, and then we open it and we see all this wonderful stuff that describes you, and we see your beautiful smile, all right? So I hope you have fun with this. Next week, we'll talk about coloring, all right? This week, we're working on making a great drawing and finding some really great adjectives that describe you as a person. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. Today, we're going to end with a mindfulness activity. What I would like you to do is just find a comfortable spot, maybe where you are, or maybe you would like to sit on the ground. But it's fall now, and what we can think about is start drinking some yummy hot chocolate. So I want you to imagine you're holding a cup of hot chocolate in your hands. You have little marshmallows floating inside. It's much too hot to take a sip, so you need to blow on it to cool it off. So bring your cup up close to you and take a long breath in. And slowly blow out the air to cool off your hot chocolate. So here we go. Long breath in. And cool off that hot chocolate. Take another long breath in and feel your chest and your belly rise. Here we go. Take a long breath in. And blow out your hot chocolate. Now take a tiny sip. Take a tiny sip and make the sound last as long as you can. So take a sip. Try that one more time. Take a tiny sip. Put your hot chocolate down and take one big long last breath in and let it out. Friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. Have fun with this project. Enjoy your hot chocolate, either real or imaginary, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.